I'm Susanna Keith, Tech and Travel Mom, and we're bringing you another episode of Tech and Travel Mom Moments. And I am so happy to have here with me today the two women who launched my career in Ride TV. Kim and Deborah.
They so sweet to say that.
We have a great show called What's My Brand?
I think you're sort of overstating our role. But
No, it's great. And we've had so much fun together, like International Women's Day. We did a great event at Rye Arts Center where you guys did the Q&A for women in emerging digital leadership. So you two are really innovating and making this town happen. You're shaking it up. You're talking about social media.
Do you hear that? We're shaking it up.
We're shaking it
like
up.
it.
So tell me about why you came up with the idea for the show.
well, there's a couple of reasons. One of them was that I think a lot of people were looking for their own brand. What's my brand, personally? And so we had sat around with, like we usually do, shaking it up, and thinking of ways to get a message out there that there's so many ways to either brand yourself or start a new career or something like that. And then it kind of evolved, right, Deb?
And it's just been a lot of fun. I mean, it's been...
And a lot of work.
And a lot of
It's
work.
a ton of work.
You know.
Yeah, it's a
lot
lot
of work.
Yeah, I think it's amazing what really goes into a TV show, but I have to right now, I got to plug Ride TV and say, these are the most helpful, lovely people, and that they have made this experience all worth it.
They have, and there's
really-
so
yeah.
many talented people who volunteer at Rye TV. We're so lucky. It's like really a jewel in Rye's crown. And, everybody volunteers too. That's what
Yeah.
makes it really fun. And again, I have so much respect for the two of you with your show because I know how much research you do on like what's the latest insight, what's the latest trend, whether
the
it's
research
talking
that's
about
gone into
the
it.
naked cowboy or the election.
It's really
or the
topical
best
information.
tweet, yes.
So it's if you're paying attention to the news, we're bringing a different twist to it via social media. How is social media handling the news? It's a whole new era, and Deb is very up on doing the tweets. Tell us about you.
Yeah,
that's
talk about
that's
that.
really her category.
Yeah, it's just hysterical searching Twitter and finding the ridiculousness of it. Because I think that's really what we also point out is the ridiculousness of social media.
And then we can't escape it. We can't get away from
We
it.
can't escape
Right.
it. So it's hysterical.
And I think it's wonderful you're bringing this up because we also are going to be doing another episode about the importance of social media and dealing with your children and how do we educate ourselves. And I think your show does a good job with kind of showing like what brands shouldn't do and almost like what people shouldn't do.
Well, that's
when they're branding
exactly it.
themselves.
It's what brands should do, what they shouldn't do. You can't avoid it. You have to use social media, whether you're trying to sell your product or run for president. I
Right.
mean, it's
Yeah. And-
it's a sign of the times.
And of course, it's revolutionizing itself every day. I mean, with the whole Trump situation and how he barely paid any money to run a campaign because of social media. It's really, I mean, it's fascinating. It's really and I think that the wonderful thing about having a show like this is how much we get to learn. And on top of it, we get to bring our friends in, people who have specialties like yourself, people in marketing, people in branding, people in whatever it
We've
is.
met a lot of interesting people,
Yeah.
and we've really gotten to be part of the community in a way that we weren't before.
Oh, I
Right.
love that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for making a difference. And I think what's super cool is I really love, like, we had a great dialogue about David Bowie and what makes an iconic brand and how long does that last, and even
And things that you might not normally focus on that all of a sudden are brought to your attention and they're much more interesting than maybe you thought.
right. It's like the spice of life. So I want to thank you guys again for what you're doing for the community. I thank you for coming on here. Tell us what's your next show that's coming up that people should look out for.
Well, actually, we're filming another show this Wednesday, and a new show just was put up. It should be on Ride TV.
Should be up today.
Actually.
excellent.
Yeah, because I want to say to anybody who wants to do their own show, the biggest trick is learning to edit your show and make it look good, so that it doesn't look
So be
amateurish.
kind, viewers.
Yes, so
Be
be
kind,
kind to
viewers.
us because it was a big, huge learning
101.
curve. And we also want to shout out that we are coming up on a full year
Oh
of
my
doing
gosh,
What's My Brand,
congrats.
which is sort of shocking we made it this far.
Happy when you guys are doing so great and you've really like cranked out the content and done such a good job. And really, again, thanks for
And
all
thanks
you
to
do.
you, Susanna. Really,
Well, and thanks for coming on. Every time we're
Really.
like, okay, you got to come on the show now. And
Anytime
you're
you
there
meet
for
me,
us.
and I'm hoping I'll learn more about comedy from you and learn to be funnier. Because I
I
think
learned
it's a
from
key
her.
thing. A sense of humor is
Thank you.
in our
Thank
life,
you.
right? Well,
All right.
thanks so much.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, Susanna.
And this has been Susanna Keith signing off on Tech and Travel Mom Moments. I hope you'll tune in for other episodes. Thanks.